Are you still getting frustrated by plantar fasciitis? In this video, we're going to talk about the realities of recovery from plantar fasciitis and what you could do to put it behind you. I understand this may seem like it's taking way too long to recover from plantar fasciitis. You've been to the doctor, you've gotten orthotics, you've been trying different shoes, you haven't been exercising as much, you can't even run. It seems like it's been going on forever. So what's the next step? Why do you still feel this pain? After working with a lot of people in the physical therapy clinic or online, I've been noticing that plantar fasciitis is a really difficult recovery process. And the reason for that is because, for one, it's the bottom of your foot. This is the one part of your body in contact with the ground all the time. And we have to move around. We have to live our life. And so it's difficult to manage the stress that's on the bottom of the foot. And we could do that with custom orthotics, we can do that with supportive shoes, but that only goes so far. The next thing is to strengthen the foot. You need to get the intrinsic muscles that are on the bottom of the foot to get stronger. And here's the thing. One of the main reasons why your recovery process is taking so long is because we need to manage the load to those muscles that are in the bottom of the foot. In my opinion, and this is what some of the research is starting to come out with a little bit, is that plantar fasciitis, it may be related to that connective tissue that's getting irritated, but it can also be related to the muscles and tendons that are in the bottom of the foot. So in some cases, this injury is reacting like a tendinopathy. A tendinopathy is like a tendon injury. And so whenever you have a tendon injury, those things can take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. And if you're dealing with the ligament, which the plantar fascia is like a ligament, that can take even longer than that. And that is why this is taking so long to heal. For example, if you have a tendon injury in your shoulder, then you could avoid using your shoulder. You don't have to reach up with that arm, and you can manage the amount of load and resistance that you're putting into those tendons. And then over 6 to 8 weeks, we can start to do exercises to progressively strengthen those tendons. Well, what if those tendons are on the bottom of the foot and you need to go around and live your life? Well, it's very difficult to simultaneously do exercises that are going to be putting stress to the foot in addition to activities in your daily life that are also putting stress to the foot. It's a double whammy. So ironically, the thing that gets your foot better is exercise. But what does exercise do? Exercise puts more stress to your foot, which can then overload the tendons. So how do we manage this? It's a fine balance. On some days, you need to be exercising and you need to be working out those muscles on the bottom of the foot. But then after that, you need to be recovering it. In the days, 1 to 2 days after you exercise the bottom of your foot, you need to rest it. You need to allow it to recover. If you go to the gym, for example, you wouldn't exercise the same body part 2 days in a row. You would typically exercise that area of your body, then the next day you would rest or work on another muscle group, and then you would work out that muscle again 2 days or 3 days later. But if it's the bottom of your foot and you exercise one day and you stress it and it needs to recover, and then the next day you have a busy day at work and you're walking around, or you have a lot of errands to do and you're just putting stress on the bottom of your foot, that's 2 days in a row of putting stress on the bottom of the foot. You see, that's a lot of load. And the recovery process is all about managing the amount of load and stress that's put on the plantar fascia or those muscles that are on the bottom of the foot. So that is one of the main reasons why you might be frustrated with this recovery. Now, if you are still dealing with pain, even though you have tried different approaches, then I want to give you a few different options. Maybe you've tried these, maybe you haven't tried these yet, but I know that you're looking for different answers, so I want to provide you with a few other alternatives just to let you know that you have other options available to you. The first one is going to be the custom foot orthotics. If you haven't gone to a physical therapist or podiatrist and had a custom foot orthotic made for your foot, then that would be probably the next step, because getting over-the-counter foot orthotics is not the same as having a mold taken of your foot along with measurements and then determining what kind of an orthotic would support the foot ideally to take away that stress that's on the bottom of the foot. So if you're trying to recover and you need to take some of that stress away, then that custom orthotic could be a really good option for you. Another option is to continue with the rehab process. Many people just give up too early. This injury can take a year to recover from. If you go see a physical therapist and you do a few sessions and it's not getting better and you get bummed out and frustrated and you quit, then you're not giving it enough time to heal. You want to make sure that you're managing that load and doing exercises and getting on a walking program or a running program, whatever's appropriate for where you're at. But you want to make sure that there is some structure and that there's a progression to your rehab. And this often will occur over several months. This isn't just this rehab process that's done 2 times a week for 4 weeks. That's just a month of rehab. It often takes a lot longer than that. So I would encourage you, if you have stopped physical therapy, to start it back up again or to pursue a strength training program. We have several programs on our website. So head over to evercorelife.com, fill out one of the free preliminary assessments. We can talk on the phone. We can talk about what you've done, what has worked, what hasn't worked, and we can develop a plan that will help you get better moving forward. Option number 3 is to start getting inflammation in check. You want to start eating foods that are going to promote less inflammation in the body. When you eat processed foods, or if you smoke, or if you eat fried foods, these are things that could potentially increase inflammation in your body. You want to start to lower inflammation because inflammation can heighten your perception of pain and it can lead to delayed recovery from injuries. So you want to get better blood supply to this area. You want to have less inflammation in this area. We need to manage that appropriately. And one of the things that you can do in addition to eating healthy is to start taking a turmeric supplement. Turmeric has been shown by many studies to reduce inflammation, and it has positive effects in reducing pain, especially with knee pain related to arthritis. But some other studies are showing that it's also helping other people to reduce pain as well and to improve function and mobility. So if you are looking to reduce inflammation and to lower your pain levels, then it's worth a try. And this is one of the main reasons why Evercore owns a company called Active Atoms. Active Atoms was born out of this idea that too many people are taking ibuprofen. I've had so many of my patients that are tired of taking ibuprofen. They've asked me if there's any natural anti-inflammatories that they can take. And I started doing research and I found that turmeric was one of the best natural supplements to reduce inflammation. So I did my homework and I found out that the majority of companies have a really small amount of turmeric extract, and that's what you want to reduce inflammation, not the turmeric root. The turmeric root can still have benefits, but it doesn't even compare to the amount of anti-inflammatory properties that are in turmeric extract. For example, turmeric extract has 95% of curcuminoids. That is the active ingredient in turmeric. If you compare that to the root has about 5%. So 95% versus 5%. So when you buy a turmeric supplement, you want to make sure that you check the supplement facts label, look for the amount of turmeric extract. And what you're going to find if you compare Active Atoms turmeric to any other turmeric supplement that's out in the market, you're going to find that we have the highest potency of turmeric extract per capsule of that size than anybody else. And this is effective because you don't want to have to take so many pills every day. You want to make sure that you're getting that effective dose. But many of our clients really like that, and I want to share that option with you because if you've tried everything to get better from plantar fasciitis and you're looking to take away that little extra edge of pain that you're getting, then I would highly encourage that you give Active Atoms turmeric a try. I'll put a link to Active Atoms turmeric in the description below, and I'll also link to our website, evercorelife.com, where you can learn more about our plantar fasciitis programs. If you guys have any questions, then go ahead and write them in the comments below. You can send me an email directly. You can find my email address on our website. And if you need any help, then just let us know how we can help you. Fill out the contact form on our website. If you have any ideas for future videos, if you are struggling with specific injuries, then write a comment below and I'll do my best to answer your questions and to do a video so that way you can understand more about what's going on and so you can heal from these nagging injuries. I'll see you guys at the next video.